Shalom, man. Back at it again. Got the motion sensors in, you know, getting better with every video. You gotta love the process. It's part of it. So let's just get right to it, man. Today we are looking at Proverbs 25, I believe. Yep, 25. So that being said, let's just get straight to it. It says these also are the Proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah, copied out. It is the glory of the Most High to conceal a thing, but the honor of the king is to search out the matter, right? So the Most High may hide some folly that we did, right? But it's up to a king to search out the matter. So on the other side of it, you got to seek it out, you know? Anything, that's just wisdom. Right? Like you dig in the ground for gold and precious jewels. That's how everything else in the world is. You got to seek out the precious things of the Most High. Right? It says, "It is the glory of the Most High to conceal the thing, but the honor of kings is to search out the matter. Heaven for height, earth for depth, and the heart of the kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer." Right? So clean up the silver, right? Make it pure silver. I don't know, silver. I don't know why I said it like that. Take away the dross, right? The uncleanness, the unnecessary stuff. Take that out, right? And therefore shall come forth a vessel for the finer, right? And there shall come forth a vessel for the finer, right? Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. See that? Put forth not put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For it's better that it is said unto thee, Come up hither, than thou shouldest be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thine eyes have seen. Right? So man, why you sitting back there? Why you sitting up there? Come up here with us, bro. You good? You know? Yeah. Don't exalt yourself. He that exalteth himself is gonna be humble, and he that humble himself gonna be exalted. It's just that simple. It says, "Go not forth hastily to strive, lest thou knowest not what to do in the end thereof. When thy neighbor hath put thee to shame." Don't be ready to fight. Don't be ready to beef, because you don't know what's gonna happen in the end thereof. When your neighbor hath put thee to shame. When your neighbor say, "But wasn't you out there with them too? Wasn't you out there sneaking out the bushes? Wasn't you out there too? Wasn't you doing some crazy stuff too?" Neighbor gonna come seek you out. When you ready to put somebody on blast, somebody else right behind you come put you on blast. It said, "Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself, and discover not a secret to another." Right? You got an issue, take it with somebody. Take it to the person you got the issue with. Right? Don't be telling secrets to everybody else. Oh man, he was dealing with this, so yada yada yada. Lest he heareth it and put thee to shame, and thy infamy turn not away. Right? He says a filthy word is spoken like apples of gold in the pitchers of silver. Mm. He says, as an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. Right? So it's like being reproved, being corrected is like wearing gold earrings, man. When you accepting the correction, it's beautiful. It's good. It says, as the cold of the snow in the time of the harvest, so is the faithful messenger to them that send him. For he refreshes the souls of his master. Right? He says, whoso boasts of himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. And these are like little shotguns, right? Like little quick ones, right? Because it's telling you it's also implicating the circus of nature as well, right? So as the cold of the snow and the time of harvest, like it's always just how November, December is always more than likely gonna be snow. So is the faithful messenger to them that sent him, right? So is that messenger. So is that Yahushua, Yehoshua, Hamashiach, right? For he refreshes the souls of his masters, right? The Most High rejoice. Whosoever boasts of himself of a false gift is like clouds without rain. It's like, man, you saying you live this lifestyle, but all of it is a rental or it's a lease. Like that's the thing. Israel be ready to. He's like, man, we the truth. We got it right here. Where is it? Where's the land? Where's the something? Clouds and wind without rain. By long forbearing, a prince is persuaded, and a soft tongue breaketh bones. Right? Speaking softly can break bones. Yeah, man, I'm sorry, bro. I just been really messed up lately. Like, I'm gonna do better and I'm gonna focus more, yada yada yada. And that way they'd be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna let it slide. But if you come in there all proud, like, yeah, and I know I did this and I know I did that, but da 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 da. And it's like, yeah, you fired, bro. What you talking about? So by long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and the soft tongue take breaketh the bones. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much that is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit. Right? Have you found something sweet, some good, some precious, the fruits of thy labor, brethren? Eat what is good for thee. Eat what is sufficient for thee. Right? Are we trying to keeping up with the Jones and trying to be like everybody else? You take what's good enough for you. If you got 3 people in your family, you take enough food for 3 people. If you got 20 people in your family, you take enough food for 20 people. You take, it's just you and 3 people, and you got 20 people worth of food. That food for that 3 people is going to be a burden. Why? Because it's going to start to rot. It's going to start to stink. It's going to be wasted. Right? This is going into overeating, overconsumption, and being forced to release it, being forced to let it go. Like they say, a bird in the hand is better than two birds in the bush. It says, withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and hate thee. Stop messing with your neighbor, man. Leave him alone sometimes. Give him some peace. Stop asking to use his clippers. He says, a man that beareth false witness against his neighbor is a mole and a sword and a sharp arrow. Destroying weapon, right? How you bearing false witness against somebody that's in your stead? Y'all ended up in the same place, about 30 feet away from each other. That's your neighbor. Y'all came up together. He says, confidence in an unfaithful man. It's like confidence in an unfaithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth or a foot out of joint, right? Having confidence in an unfaithful man that don't have no plan to get you up out of this. It's like chewing gum with a broken tooth or trying to run on a foot out of joint, right? It's like you causing more damage to what you're doing. That's what we got to do too. It's like you really got to visualize that. Like, do I want to fix this broken tooth, or do I want to keep eating my lamb with it? Do I want to keep eating my gum with it and not really take care of it, right? Well, my foot out of joint. I ain't gonna fix it. I know I could pop it back in, but that hurt. That's too much work. He says, as he that taketh away a garment in cold weather, and as vinegar upon the nitre, so is he that singeth songs to the heavy heart. Right? We gotta understand, man. When you sing songs, it's like it's very spiritual. That's why Hashatan, he come for the artists. He come for the singers. Right? He says, if thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals upon his head, and the Most High will reward thee. I used to meditate with my ox, like, man, my Akia. Like, what y'all think this means? It says, if Esau and them is hungry, give him some food, man. Give him some bread and water. For thou shalt heap coals of head on his head, coals of fire upon his head. Man, I know I was saying them Hebrews hate people, but they did just come out here and like feed the homeless. They did just come out here and like preach to everybody. They did just out here and practice a little bit of discretion. That's what that means. You got beef with somebody and you see them struggling, and you like, hey G, I got you. Don't even trip. Here you go. I know, rent a little late. Here you go, bro. Dang, I thought we was beefing. Man, it's whatever, bro. I'm serving the Most High now, so I ain't trying to beef with nobody. Okay. And then 2 moons later, they didn't forgot. They try to get you slipping. And then they remember, like, you know what? You did help me out. You know what? You did. Even though we was beefing, even like, and that goes into Saul and David, right? I think when Saul was chasing David to the cave of Adullam, something like that. And Saul, David threw the spear at Saul. He said, I could have killed you if I wanted to, but I respect you as my king. You know, I'm past it, man. You've been trying to kill me. You threw 2, 3 spears at me, trying to kill me, and I could have killed you, but I chose not to. I missed on purpose, right? So that's what that's going into. coals on his head. What you gonna do after that? You still think I'm trying to take the kingdom, Saul? I could have killed you. I could have stabbed you in the back, but I missed on purpose. Right? You still want to fight? It says the north wind driveth away rain, so doth angry countenance a backbiting tongue. Right? The north wind driveth away rain, so doth an angry countenance a backbiting tongue. Carrying yourself angrily. No, I ain't gonna mess with him. I ain't gonna say nothing to him. He look like he in a bad mood. He look like he about to bite somebody's face off. He says it is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house. All right. Better to dwell on the rooftop in the attic with the bats and the spiders, mosquitoes and the heat and the asbestos, right? Than to be brawling with a woman in a wide house, than to be fighting a woman or throwing the dishes around and you fighting her, now she calling the police. Now you got a domestic charge, man. It says cold waters to a thirsty soul. So is good news from a far country, right? A righteous man falleth down before the wicked. A righteous man falling down before the wicked is as a troubled fountain, a corrupt spring, right? It's like how you water, how you this thing that bring forth life, but the things that you bring forth is corruptible, is bitter, is poisonous. You betrayer, you a Judas. It's not good to eat much honey. It's not good to eat a lot of honey, man. So for men to search out their own glory, it's not glory. You ain't nobody, man. You trying to be somebody in hell. Yeah, that look like. He said that he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken and without walls. You letting whatever you want up in there, huh? Getting into the worst of the worst. Right. So, oh man, with that being said, we didn't even really see what this one was talking about. Similitudes and instructions, okay? You know, pretty good similitudes, pretty good stuff. So, yeah, man, that being said, let me say shalom. May the Most High bless you and your family. And we're going to keep it going. Peace.